Hello, my name is Simone. I am one of the people going to court to demand information about the deaths of people with learning difficulties and autism from the National Health Service and other organisations. I am going to tell you about the court case I am involved in. Who is going to court? We call them claimants. Simone Aspis, the only claimant with learning difficulties. Sarah Ryan, Mark Neary, George Julian. Who we are taking to court? We call them defendants. The NHS England, Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, NHS Digital, UK Statistics Authority, Care Quality Commission. These organisations hold lots of information about us. Why are we going to court? The defendants have failed to collect a report on all people with learning difficulties and autism who have died from COVID-19. The information is important to help the National Health Service and Public Health England that helps everyone stay healthy, and the Secretary of State for Health to think about how people with learning difficulties and autism are treated equally in getting healthcare treatment. What information do we want about deaths of people with learning difficulties and autism? The information about the deaths of people is held by the NHS England, NHS Digital, UK Statistics Authority and the Care Quality Commission. They hold lots of information about the deaths of COVID-19 that includes person's age, job and income, gender, ethnicity and where they live that is reported on a daily and weekly basis. There is little information about people with learning difficulties and autism who have died from similar illnesses. We want a report about people with learning difficulties and autism's deaths from COVID-19 in hospitals, care homes, supported living, and living with their families or within their own homes. We are asking for the report to be made in easy read and other formats for people with learning difficulties and autism as set out in the NHS Accessible Information Standard. Why is this information needed? People with learning difficulties and autism are dying at a younger age than other groups from other illnesses before COVID-19. People with learning difficulties and autism cannot be helped to access health treatment, services and keep safe unless we understand how COVID-19 affects their health. No one can check if people with learning difficulties and autism are dying sooner than they should. Defendants refusing to report on the deaths of people with learning difficulties and autism is against the law for 3 reasons. Number 1, reasonableness. It would be reasonable for defendants to collect information about people with learning difficulties and autism's deaths if many of them are dying earlier than everyone else from illnesses, including COVID-19. The UN Convention, Rights of Persons with Disabilities, Article 31, requires the defendants to act reasonably by collecting and reporting about us dying from COVID-19. Number 2, disability discrimination. The defendants are not allowed to treat disabled people unfairly in a discrimination manner. The defendants have reported that some groups of people who have died from COVID-19. The defendant's failure to report on disabled people dying from COVID-19 is discrimination. Disabled people have a human right to be treated equally under the European Convention of Human Rights, Article number 14. Number 3, public sector equality duty. The defendants have a duty to reduce inequality between disabled people and non-disabled people.